Hi, I'm Courtney Morrison, and you're listening to Engagement Drivers, presented by EveryoneSocial. Each week, we'll share actionable tips, strategies, and success stories that you and your teams can use to steer your brand, social, and employee engagement in the right direction. Welcome back to the show. Today, I'm speaking with Tiana Noveen, the digital marketing and social media manager for B2B at Unity Technologies. Thank you so much for joining me today, Tiana.
Thanks so much, Courtney, for having me on the show today. I'm excited to be here.
So exciting. So you are having a lot of success with your employee advocacy program, and I have loved hearing all of the kind of cool ways that you're looking at data and different campaigns that you're trying in the platform to drive engagement. Are there any examples that you have of sort of interesting or new ways that you've been able to get people interested in using employee advocacy?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd say something that was really helpful for my program at Unity was to be able to tie EveryoneSocial and employee advocacy directly back to business impact. And the way that we were able to do that was the really amazing URL tracking on the back end that we can track all of the traffic back to unity.com, and setting up a dashboard on Google Analytics that can show us what happens when the people who click on our employees' posts, when they go back to unity.com, how long they spend in our ecosystem, how many pages they go to, how many trials they test out, or forms they submit, or information that they get. So being able to have those data points really helped prove the impact that advocacy has on our business as a whole.
That's such a great way to measure success and be actually able to see how you can be a part of, helping spread the word and the message about cool things that are happening at Unity. It really excites me, all of the ways that you're using data and measuring success. Can you share a little bit about any recent campaigns that you've had success with?
Yep, totally. So recently our partner marketing team worked with Lego to create little Lego mini figurines that have the Unity logo on their chest. And they had about 8,000 of them made, and wanted to distribute them to our employees in a way that still garnered brand awareness for both Lego and their Lego Ideas contest and Unity. And they approached me to talk about how we can enable this using EveryoneSocial. And we worked together to launch it on, launch the post on EveryoneSocial, and then do a company-wide announcement. And the goal of this in all was to benefit all three parties. So for me to grow the program and just gain awareness that it exists. And then for Lego to get more submissions to their contest. And then for the partner marketing team to also be able to give these really cute little figurines for people to have on their desk at home. And the numbers we saw and the traction was, off the charts. I feel like overnight we had 800 requests flying in. People were just super, super excited. I had so many people say thank you so much for this initiative, and at the end of the day, the numbers that we were able to come up with at the end, we had about 765 total employee shares. We drove 3,000 clicks to the Lego Ideas page. And also we had such an increase in our advocacy platform itself. I think it was about 150% increase from the 350 folks we had in the platform to around 800 now. So it really helped boost awareness overall. And talking to Lego after the fact, they absolutely loved seeing our employees come together and be able to increase the awareness of their campaign by so much. They were able, they originally anticipated about 100 submissions for their contest, and they had over 600 due to our employees coming together, which was super, super exciting.
Wow. That is amazing and sounds so fun too. Why do you think that it works so well?
I say incentivizing is definitely a reason that it worked well. Like everyone loves these little like collectible pieces. So there's that element. And I think also tying in the fact that there's a goal associated to it with like within one of our teams and that it's helping the business and just like driving general awareness of our partnership. So, I mean, it made us look really good to our partner as well as, being able to like have Unity mentioned that many more times just in the like social sphere for the day.
Sure. That makes total sense. If someone was wanting to start out with an employee advocacy program, what advice would you give?
That's a great question. I think spending a lot of time at the beginning to think through your strategy. And then also, like if you're at a big company, Unity's over 3,000 employees. So thinking through like the teams who actually need to be out there on social as like a starting point. And so for me, I started with the sales team and the HR teams and putting together that plan and kind of doing like a little roadshow around the company of like, hey, this program exists and I want like your team to guinea pig this program. Like here's what it can offer you and what we'll be able to pull in terms of data. And I think starting with like the sales and HR and recruiting and those people who for their jobs need to be on social, that kind of pre-guarantees your success, if you will, because they'll use it and then that will be your data point to like prove to the rest of the business that it's like a worthwhile effort.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. So I think starting there and growing from that point and getting a few like use cases. So I think that was something that was really helpful early on is like talking to some of the members who were in there who I thought were sharing the most and just like getting 20 minutes on their calendar and asking like what's working for them, have they made any connections or closed any deals because of it, and then creating, some visuals out of that and using that as a proof point.
Very cool. I think it's really helpful when you can, point to these examples of like real tangible benefits for both the people that are involved and the leadership teams that might be interested in implementing and getting their teams onto a platform like that. It's definitely helpful to get that buy-in and show results to do it.
Absolutely. And I think now that we've had that buy-in, we've had an executive sponsor, like now we have executives who like sponsored the concept and they're like telling their organizations about joining the platform, about setting goals for them to share a certain amount and being able to pull that data. So I think that's another really helpful element is if you can get some top-down support so that other people, realize the importance and that you can build the habit.
That's such a great lesson and definitely something to take into consideration. You have been so helpful in sharing your successes. I really appreciate you coming on the show and joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me, Courtney. I really appreciate it. And I had a lot of fun.
Me too. If anyone is interested in learning more about Unity or you, where can you send them?
Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on LinkedIn by just searching Tiana Noveen. And then if you want more information about Unity as a whole, unity.com would be a great place to start.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with more engagement insights. Want to know how EveryoneSocial can provide you with the tools needed to keep everyone at your company connected, informed, creating, and sharing? Visit EveryoneSocial.com to learn more.